ahead.
I was just going to say 9.7 seconds left. Enough time for Crispa to get up the last shot should they decide. No? And since the other team is in penalty, they can even afford to drive into the basket.
Now, these things happen because of the tenacious defense being displayed by the Redmanizers. You know, these turnovers happen because they play tough defense.
And Willis hits the basket just in time, Pingoy.
That's true, and Willis making his 23 turnovers during that Thursday night. And here at the halftime, they only have 11. And Andy Howe, I think that speaks very well at the way they're taking care and minimizing their turnovers.
Yes, you should lose a ball game if you commit 33 turnovers and the other team only committing 13. But the percentage of great aces is very low in this ball game. But Crispa understands that, so they're really trying to sacrifice a lot, make sure that the passes are in the proper places. And we have the second half starting, Pingoy.
And the combination here of Coach Baby D, Frankie Lim, Ricardo Brown. Inside pass to Ricardo Brown coming from Alolor, and Collins together with Victorino completes their combination. For the Redmanizers, we find Villamin. There is Kidabin. Willis playing a superb first half. Here's Mike Cristobal and Freddy Hubalde. He puts it up. Willis is there. Nobody boxed him out, but he didn't ring the bell.
That was an easy 2 points for Willis, but he did not really take care of the basketball. Frankie Lim throwing up a wild shot there.
He takes it away from Hubalde. He makes it up.
Well, 4-point blast gives Great Taste Coffee Makers a 1-point lead.
Freddy, I think that was a big second quarter coming from Crispa.
Oh, definitely. Crispa got a lot of points in the second quarter. They had 32 points, while Great Taste only had a very low 22. So that's a 10-point difference in favor of Crispa.
The foul is going to go against Alolor. That will be his second personal. Incidentally, the Ramon Magsaysay Cubao High School Class 1960 will hold its Silver Jubilee celebration on January 5 next year at 3 p.m. at the Officers Clubhouse, Camp Aguinaldo, Quezon City.
Foul, Alolor.
Well, you'll notice that both clubs are starting off with the same 5 that they started off in the ball game, except for Crispa, it was Philip over Villamin, while for Great Taste, it was Adornado over Frankie Lim, who's in the ball game.
Collins on second gear, changing direction, and what a great super pass.
Well, Crispa right now does not really have a very good point guard, you know. Freddy Ubalde is playing as an off guard, but he's not really a guard, he's a forward. And that's why the Great Taste Coffee Makers are again killing them with fast breaks.
Right now it's a 3-point game, being enjoyed by Great Taste Coffee Makers, 60-57. Idaben a little bit too long, and Alolor keeps it away from Mike Cristobal. Front pass going to Ricardo Brown. He had to sky high. Here comes Collins. He will challenge everybody.
I don't know, Andy. I feel that Carl Willis, he should play the off guard, you know, because he's a tall one, and that could help them on their offensive and defensive boards. But as you said, you know, this is a very slow team for the Crispa Redmanizers. So on exit passes, the Great Taste team, they're going to make use of a lot of fast breaks. Ricky Brown, he continues to have a hot hand. First 2 quarters, he was a little ice cold, but this time he makes it up.
There's no more choice for Bernardo. It's an 8-0 blast for Great Taste, and they're on top by 5, and they have to really do something by coming up with proper substitutions. Willis remains again to be the man of the hour for Crispa.
Big move coming from Willis, and Alolor just got his 4th personal foul. Maybe a short evening for him. And the 13th foul being carried now by Great Taste, while only 1 for Crispa. Watch it once more. There is Willis. 1 pump. Almost a piggyback coming from Alolor. And Coach Baby D does not risk it. And making his first appearance tonight is Loy Saga.
It's a good substitution. Loizaga helps very quickly from the weak side, so he can help out against Willis and positions himself well. Willis finally missing a foul shot in this ball game.
Atoyko returning to the floor. Ricardo Brown gets away. There's no stopping now Ricardo Brown. So far, he has pumped in 21 points, made his first 13 during the first half.
You know, Ricky Brown, this guy really has got unlimited potentials. The guy is just super.
Hubalde, hero of game number 2, only for his 4th point. Collins. He's down on the floor, maybe hurt. He tried to penetrate, and the foul has been called against Kidabin as Victorino tried to go for the offensive board.
Well, let's see it now slow-mo. It was a clean defensive move by the Redmanizers. They really ganged up on him. They played him the spider defense. No way he could even make the basket.
The reunion of spirits game between LaSalle, led by Mon Fernandez, and Ateneo, headed by Francis Anais, is postponed to Wednesday, December 19th at the Araneta Coliseum, right after the PBA third conference. What a stretch from Kinaben.
Yes, a strong move because Abbott usually likes to go down his right side, but this time he faked off and went to the left. So Victorino was left behind in that play. Good pass by Ricardo Brown.
Completion by Manny Victorino. 13 points now for Victorino, made his Big 10 during the first quarter.
So Ricky Brown, he not only scores, but he continues to what he does best, and that's to feed inside passes to his teammates.
Ate gets the 2 points back on a good assist play.
Outmaneuvering Ricardo Brown, hit the open man. Kinaben responding. 13 points now to his credit. Ricardo Brown trying to get away from the trap. He's at the wings, deep corner, bounce. Collins going to Victorino. Victorino gets bumped by Villamin. That will be Villamin's third personal foul and the third team foul for Crispa, same as Great Taste.
I noticed Collins has been playing the decoy. He'll go into the basket, but he looks for passes to his teammates. Whoever is available for the pass, he'll dish off one.
Yes, drop passes as we call it, you know, and he's always been looking for Manny Victorino sliding into the basket. And Brown again hits it from the outside. Ato takes a three-point shot. Gonna be short. Gidabin gets the pickup and loses it to Frankie Lim.
Frankie Lim trying to run a clinic.
That was a strong move coming from Jeff Collins. He didn't care whoever was underneath the hoop. He wanted to get the sure two-pointer. He went to the hoop at will.
Obalde going up, accepting the challenge of Collins. Slam dunk was not successful, but Collins finds himself at the line.
You know, Andy, if he held on a little bit longer, there could have been a technical foul called on him, because you cannot hold on to that rim for a while.
The only time you can hold on is if it's to help you protect yourself from a fall. Like there, it could have been given to him because he was coming in at full speed and he took off about 4 or 5 feet away from the basket.
Collins now 21 points. Willis 26, but 8 rebounds pulled down by Collins and 6 by Willis. Taken away by Collins, quick hands. Great pass going to Loizaga, who continued to move without the ball.
Yes. And it's such an 8-point lead again for the Great Taste Coffee Makers. Philip Cesar has to sit on the bench because of 3 personal fouls, but he cannot sit down too long if they want to win this one.
We entered the third quarter with Great Taste Coffee trailing by 3 points, 57-54. That was the score at the end of the half. Short from Arthur Ko. Pearson keeps it alive for the Redmanizers. Drive and draw by Villamin. Soft on the penetration coming from Kinaben. Quickly now to Ricardo Brown, looking for Collins. He goes to Victorino. Victorino trying to look for his own opening. Here's Franklin. He's open from 20 feet offline. Victorino almost had it. Kinaben saving it. At the moment, it's an 8-point game being enjoyed by the Coffee Makers. Just below the key, it is Atoyko going up for his 10th point.
Tell you, we've got an up tempo on both clubs, and it seems that it's favoring the Great Taste team because they're playing more like a team. They move the ball well as soon as the defense is set up.
Villamin and Kinaben, they're playing with 3 personal fouls. Ricardo Brown and Collins, 2 each. Almost taken away, yes, by Pearson. He took it away from Ricardo Brown.
3-on-2 situation. Good pass by Pearson. And there's a foul by Frankie Lim.
Loizaga and Willis taking a plunge. Frankie Lim trying to help both of them up. And it is Frankie Lim's second personal foul. Watch it once more, brought to you by San Miguel Beer.
Willis was too deep under the basket. It would have been an easy 3-point play for himself there if he had been about half a foot away from the basket.
Here comes the scholar coming in now. Villamin is recalled by Coach Bernie. Villamin 4 points, all in the first half, but pulled down 5 rebounds, 4 and 1. On the spotlight is Willis.
Well, one of the guys that have really not been given enough playing time is Bernard Fabiosa, you know, for the Crispa Redmanizers. I figure if your team is down and you need to create some commotions on both ends of the court, the man to go to is tremendous leader, and that's the guy they call Bernard Fabiosa.
Another guy that's not played in this ball game is